You can only have one, because the internet loves only one thing, which is the you can only have one debate. And do I still feel the same way that I do? I did one video I made maybe 6 months ago about is this the best and fastest way to get shredded, the cheapest way to get shredded, etc. One single sandbag. Now, the argument is, usually kettlebells, which is various weights, and if you had one moderate weight, medium weight sandbag like this is 100 pounds, what would you take? Well, my choice still is I'd take the 100-pound sandbag over one single kettlebell. Not kettlebells as a whole, but one single one. Because then I'd be stuck with, say, a 24 when I don't want to do stuff with 24s, etc. What the hell did I get myself into today? You're looking at an idiot standing in his backyard in the sun because he likes the way it feels when it was over 100 with the heat index. It was probably like 90, I think it was about 97 this day. I paid for it. You are going to see a lot of breaks, a lot of rests, and I want to encourage you. I've been kind of pushing this idea of working out outside, and I really want to encourage you guys to take breaks if you need to, chill out a little bit. It's not going to be the same workout. Anyway, what do we do here? Let's break down the workout first, and then I will get into my thoughts on the sandbag and kind of ramble towards the end. So we did it was a single deadlift, single clean to each shoulder, then 2 deadlifts, clean to each shoulder, then 3 deadlifts, clean to each shoulder. This is how the circuit went. Then it was 5, so it was clean to the shoulder and 5 shouldered squats on each side. And then after that was a burpee with a flip. Getting, just like anything, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I'm, getting back to using, it was one of those things I kind of put to the side for a while, but getting back to using them. And then the EMOM. So I did some split squats and some shouldered squats, and I also did a bear hug or deadlifts with a bear hug care, all kinds of stuff. But you just have fun with it. The EMOM is for me that 10 minutes at the end where I'm just kind of seeing what I got, what I'm made of, what do I have left, is a lot of fun. That's where I come up with some new stuff when I want to practice new stuff. So into the sandbag. How do I feel about this thing, man? Still, so it's 6 months later or so from the one video I did. I still have to say that it is king. Oh, we got a Luna break. This Luna break is brought to you by.
You have a rough workout.
What a good little puppy she is. This break is for both of us, guys.
Good girl.
What a good little girl.
You made it. You made it through the workout.
She sat in the shade the entire time. This is the end of the video. I just kind of threw it in the middle.
Woo! That's my girl.
And we're back. So how do I feel about the sandbag? It still is king to me. Still is if I only had one thing only. They are, I don't know how to quantify, put this into words, but I feel like a lot of strength comes from the not pretty stuff. And, there's a difference between strength and big muscles and all that kind of stuff. And I'm older now. I'll be 41 in about a month. And I don't really care so much about the big muscles anymore, or trying to have big muscles or anything like that. Are they nice? Are they cool? Absolutely. But it's more about the strength and, what motions can I perform with weight? And this is definitely one of those devices that will do that. They, like I was saying, there's a lot of like stabilizing type muscles. It's a very imbalanced and unorthodox tool. And it forces other muscles to activate and work, and everybody has to work in unison and together. And not to say I have no qualms. If you are a bodybuilder or power lifter or CrossFitter or whatever it might be, I don't care what it is you do. That's awesome. You're doing something. I have no, there's no bad feelings here. I don't think that anything I do is better than anybody else's. I do what works for me, and I think honestly it'll work for a lot of guys. The biggest thing that I hear people talk about is their time and space and stuff like that. For me, working out after work works better. I go into work quite early, so I'd have to be up at like 3 a.m. instead of me getting up around 4 a.m. and that's not going to happen. So I prioritize my sleep and what works for me, and then I work out when I come home, and that's how I get my second wind. I absolutely love it. It's not for everybody, but it's what works for me. So this is if you had a wife that was yelling at you that no, you're not buying more gym equipment, or no, we already bought that Peloton that I don't use, we're not buying any more stuff, you can pick up a sandbag. This is from Amazon. This isn't like a fancy Rogue one that's hundreds of bucks. I've been beating the crap out of this thing quite often. I throw it around a lot. I mean it's on a concrete floor in my basement. It gets beat up pretty good. So for the amount that you get, the bang for the buck is just unreal. With sandbags, they definitely will make a monster out of you. I guarantee that. This was a little EMOM I did, and I'll kind of end it here, my ramblings. But yeah, like I mean that's to me that's like a strength kind of a thing. I'm just motoring through something. It doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable. It doesn't look pretty. Um, but it's how I kind of push myself, especially towards these ends here. I picture myself, what if I had to carry somebody or save somebody or something like that? How will I fare when I'm really, really exhausted? So hope you guys enjoyed this. And my thoughts are still the same with the sandbag. I fucking love these things.